Good morning and welcome to the Perkins Garages YouTube channel for a walk around video, and today we're taking a closer look at this Ford Fiesta 23 model. But before we do get started, if you are enjoying our content, why don't you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and any questions or comments you may have, please leave them in the comments section below. This here is a 23 model year Ford Fiesta Titanium MHEV. So that is a mild hybrid electrical vehicle. So there's no plugging in, no waiting for it to charge, simply get in it and drive it like a normal vehicle and achieve some very good MPG. And that is thanks to a 1 litre EcoBoost engine producing 125 PS of power. That 125 PS of power is then transmitted through a 7-speed automatic gearbox. We are registered on a 72 registration, meaning we'll take Ford warranty with us until October 2025. The vehicle itself has only done just over 1,800 miles, but like always, I'll get you the exact number once we're on the dash in a moment. So sit pretty and let me walk you around this lovely Ford Fiesta Titanium. To begin, we're going to arrive at the front bumper. I'll get the remote central lock-in out of my pocket, click on the unlock button, and this is where I make my first apology. The daytime running lights, the bit that appears to be flashing in your video, is only flashing because the frequency in which my video records. But let me assure you, in real life, they look amazing. They give you ultimate visibility no matter what the lighting condition. So these headlights are the Ford LED headlights. They're some of the best headlights in the market today. So you've got some really lovely headlights, you've got your indicators and daytime running lights all in that beam there as well. Coming back down, taking you a quick tour around the bumper, we have that lovely chrome finish on that front grille there, and it matches lovely with the Ford badge itself. Moving our way around, we get to the first 15-inch steel wheel, and these have got some lovely aero covers on them, so nice and cheap to maintain and repair if required. If we were to look up slightly now, let's have a look inside the windscreen. We have a sensor for the automated lights. When it gets dark, the lights are going to come on. Nice and simple. Up there we have another light. One is for the traffic speed sign recognition, another one is for the auto wipers, and another one is for the auto headlights. So we've got tons and tons of automation on this lovely Fiesta Titanium. Taking a step back now, looking at a bit of the body, we can see we've got rear privacy glass, and that trails around the rear windows of the vehicle. We're arriving nicely at the offside rear of the vehicle now, and this is where I'm going to try and show you how lovely all the bodywork is. So we're going to start nice and high, and I'm going to shimmy my way all the way down the offside of the vehicle, hopefully using the light with us to try and show you what it's all about. So that's the rear bumper to the rear door grills. I'll link that round and show you the offside rear wheel. So at the back there we still have disc brakes at the rear of this vehicle. Coming around the rear bumper, we can start seeing our first of 6 rear parking sensors. So we have a rear parking aid of some description. Moving it around now, we come to the near side rear, and we're going to give it the exact same treatment. So we're going to start nice and high, and we're going to shimmy our way all the way down the near side of this vehicle. I'm a massive fan of the magnetic grey colour. Those of you with the keen eyes might have noticed a focus at the back of this video, and that is mine. I love the magnetic grey. It's awfully easy to keep it clean and keep it looking amazing. So that is the near side rear wheel, and then we can link that all the way down to the near side front wheel. I'm a big fan of these trims actually, I think they look really nice. So now we've done the exterior, let's have a look inside. So opening up the rear boot, we have a little pressure switch just above the number plate to gain you entry to the vehicle. So inside the boot there, I like to describe these Fiestas as a bit of a TARDIS really, because you think there's not a lot of space, but you get a massive volume boot there. So you've got loads of volume, you can get dogs in there, not a problem. A baby gazelle would probably fit also. But if you lift up the boot cover, we have a space saver spare wheel. So it's not one of the really tiny spare wheels either. It's a proper size wheel with all the relevant tools and jacks you need underneath it to change the spare wheel at the side of a road. Okay. This is a 5-door Fiesta. So let's have a look inside the rear of this Fiesta via the offside rear door. So we have 4 electric windows, and they are controlled on each door card like so. Turning the camera around now, we can have a look inside and have a look at the interior. So it's like a two-tone charcoal cloth interior. So it's like a lighter charcoal at the base and a bit darker surround, all defined by some lovely grey stitching all the way through. For the customers with the children, the kiddie seats, the ISO fixing child seats, we have an ISO fixing point on the near side rear and on the offside rear, so you can keep the kiddies nice and secure when in transit. So that's inside the rear, and even those with the longer legs, I'm just over 6 foot and I just sat there doing my photographs quite comfortably, so you have a surprising amount of rear leg room in a Fiesta. So on to the driver's door now. So on the driver's door card, all 4 electric windows, mirror controls and interior locking found just next to the door handle. Spinning it around now, showing you the driver's seat. Again, that two-tone charcoal cloth interior, some gorgeous grey silvery stitching all the way around. A manually controlled seat, so we have the adjustment for the rear tilt, a height adjustment, and also the forward and backwards on the conventional rail. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You're going to hear a bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a second. Okay, so inside the vehicle, being an automatic, foot on the brake, then we can click on the engine start stop, and that will give us power. So the vehicle, I just missed it at the top there. The vehicle has done 1700. Oh, I've missed it now. Hold on. It will come back. The vehicle has done 1772.6 miles at the time of video. Let's give you a breakdown of the driver display. The left hand side, the very conventional RPM times 1000, counting the revolutions of the engine. At the bottom we have a coolant temperature sensor, we have a fuel gauge, and we also have a gear selector indicator, also obviously being an automatic. The right hand side, a very conventional speedometer with miles per hour on the outside and kilometers an hour in the middle. This vehicle does boast a digital driver display, which can be controlled using the arrows on the right hand side of the steering wheel. This digital driver display, obviously it displays the mileage. At the bottom right we have the traffic speed sign. Going through there we have trip computers, so there's trip 1, so averaging 42.9. We have Mhev. In Mhev you can have a hybrid gauge, fuel economy, digital speedo, whichever is your preference. A little bit for the driver assistance in there. The 4 navigation directions can be displayed there. We have audio, back to phone and information. So that's a little bit about the digital driver display. I will also mention we have a mode button, so we can change it between normal, eco and sport mode as well, and you get the graphic on the screen ahead of you. So that's the screen in question in front of us. I'm just going to move my chair back slightly. The left hand side is where all of your buttons are for the cruise control, so it's a nice ergonomic place to keep it, to adjust your limiter, set your speeds, resume, and plus and minus in the middle. So once you know what all the buttons do, it's a very user friendly place to have it, and it's very easy to adjust your speed. I mean, the speed limiter at the moment, that is an intelligent speed limiter on this vehicle, so that works with the traffic speed sign, and it can set the limiter automatically. So I'll show you that in just a second. Actually, that might be quite useful, something a bit different. So that's the left hand side, and on the right hand side is all of your arrows to control the screen ahead of you. We have a voice command, a pickup, decline, and previous and next song function there as well. Okay, so let's have a look at your sync modules. So this is the Sync 3.4. We can tell it's the updated one because we've got the dark blue band at the bottom there. Please let me just change hands there. There we are. So, a quick breakdown of the screen. To begin with, pop the vehicle in reverse. You get the rear park pilot, which is for the rear parking sensors. Back into park, that will disappear. Left hand side we have audio. That is devised in between FM, DAB and Bluetooth audio, so if your phone supports Bluetooth, connect it via Bluetooth. If not, this screen does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so whichever software you have on your mobile, plug it in using the USB data port there, and it will pretty much mirror your entire phone onto that screen. So we do have a very good sync navigation as standard. So let me give you a quick run through of that. So for example, you'd like to come to Perkins to look at this Fiesta. I don't blame you. What you're going to need to do is go for Charlie Mike 77 6 Sierra Alpha. Click search, speak to the GPSs in the sky, and like so, navigate your route. Obviously I'm here already, so no point in me clicking start, but so you do have some very good sync navigation, and don't forget the directions will come up in front of you. But if you do have an iPhone, you can use Apple Maps or Android, Google Maps, or what everyone likes using at the moment is Waze, and all three are supported on that screen. So effectively you have 4 options of navigation. So that's the basics of the screen. I just wanted to show you a couple of other features whilst we're here. Driver assistance, we have a few driver assistance such as speed limiter, lane keeping system. I mentioned this earlier. So speed limiter, click on there, you can turn it to intelligent. So as you see, as it reads the speed sign, it will set your limiter. Also you can set different tolerances to that, but intelligent speed limiter there as well. So I'll keep that on manual. I have traffic sign recognition, wrong way alert, park pilot, and driver alert. Also coming out of there, you click on vehicle, and we have scroll down, we have first wipers, which is set to rain sensing wipers, and obviously rear wiper on reverse. Come down, and lighting, we have the auto high beam in there as well. So I just thought I'd show you that, something a little bit different. So back to the home page once more. So that is effectively the sync module in question. If we were to go south slightly, we can see all of your heating, ventilation, and air conditioning controls. So it's a nice simple system. Fan speed to the left, temperature to the right, the classic Ford electronically heated front screen in the bottom there. On and off, we have a rear demist, different flows of vents there, recirculation, and air conditioning. Furthermore, we have the 7-speed automatic shifter there. We have a 12-volt one side and a USB the other. And at the bottom there we have a few different buttons. One is the mode button, which I showed you to begin with. We have a traction control on and off, and we also have the automated stop-start function. So that's about it for me today. Thank you very much for watching this video on this lovely titanium Fiesta. If you did have any questions, please give us a call, 01376 550 899, or simply pop them in the comment section below once you've subscribed. So thank you. Speak to you soon.